First guess.
First guess, and we have this crowd going crazy. Let's get things started. For the past 35 years, my first guest has been waking up the tri-state with his funny sense of humor. He started his radio career in the basement of his parents' home when he was 8 years old and has never looked back. Kyle, you did something in your parents' basement when you were 8 years old, and we're not going to talk about it.
And I haven't looked back.
Please welcome J.B. Miller. Mr. Miller, thank you for coming back on. This is Kyle.
How are you, sir?
It's the hug. It's what they do. That's what they do. Have a seat.
You know, I looked all over for the green room.
For the green room?
You know, I mean, some of these stores and shows and things have green rooms and pastries and things. See, I didn't eat all day today.
Because of the show.
Because of the show, and the reason was because I had always heard that as far as this thing is concerned,
Big Time Television has green rooms.
Big Time Television, that the cameras made you look fat.
No, you look great.
So I thought that by not eating today, things would. Do I look skinnier?
What do you think? Does he look good?
Yeah.
Okay. They're asleep. Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, it's the first show of the season. By the way, congratulations on 100.
Well, thank you very much.
A little over 100,
yeah,
I guess.
we're 116 right now.
116?
You were 116.
I missed 15, I'm sorry.
That's fine. You were, let's see, what show were you? You were probably close to 25, I think.
Wow.
25 or 24.
And look at the gray hair that has come in since we've been here.
Well, let's talk about something real quick because people haven't heard you on the radio recently. Not good. We miss you, JB. What's going on?
Thank you. Lost my job. I guess I like to put it to my friends that ask me. I like to tell them that they offered me to play the home version of their game. So that was on a Friday the 13th of May, and I've been doing lawn work ever since. I've gotten very good. I'm thinking about now becoming an arborist.
Just your lawn, or do you
just
knock
my
on
lawn?
people's doors and say,
I'm really a lucky guy. I mean, with the exception of a budget cut, where you know I lost my job in May. You know, I have a wonderful wife who will be 2 years in December. Almost forgot.
No, that's fine. It's on the prompter, folks. Don't
December
worry.
14th.
Yeah, he's reading it on the prompter.
And we built a house a year and a half ago. Our house was featured in Bridges magazine recently, so we're thrilled with that. That people like our house. We obviously love our house. And so this has actually given me the opportunity all summer to have done yard work, you know, throwing the lime and throwing the weed, the weed eater and the grass. And I've basically been kind of a lawn guy all summer long.
Well, I have your application. I'm sorry, not application, but I have your resume here. You emailed it to us just in case. Yeah. And I looked it over and I like it, except for the references. It says available upon request.
That's right.
You can put Kyle's name down.
Sure.
Put Patrick's name down. You can put Katie's name down.
That's perfect.
You can put my name down too. It won't get you anywhere.
Okay.
However, I have a WMUL 88.1. If you want to apply to be an on-air talent for the campus radio station, just go ahead and fill that out.
I can do that.
They will take you.
I can do that.
There you go. We got one listener.
Do you have any idea what shift I would be working?
What shift, Patrick? What shift? Is he
would that be?
3:30 to 4 a.m.?
We need an AM shift.
AM.
We need
6
a.m.
Jazz. You can do jazz,
okay,
right?
That would work. Hey, let me tell you, I've been sending a lot of these out.
I haven't gotten any. Come on, people. J.B. Miller.
Not a lot of
returns
response.
Yet. Well, let's talk about you, though, because you have such a great following. People have been, like we said in the beginning, 35 years.
You know, I've been lucky. I had a brother that was in radio, and there's a 10-year difference in our ages, and I was very fascinated. My brother was doing radio, and I was riding with him to work, and I was like, that is so terrific that he does that. And in 1979, my brother accepted a job in Portland, Oregon, of which he's still there. And I honestly got his job. That was in 1979, and that is the entire, that is my story. I started in 1979 and literally have never stopped doing radio until the last 4 months.
Well, let's talk about one of the promotions that you did back before probably most of our audience were even born, 1984.
Yeah.
I love this story, and I want our viewers to hear this from you. What did you do in 1984 that people don't do these days? This is great.
We had a situation in the city of Huntington, of which land, I guess you would call it landlocked, and the city council at that particular time was not allowing the Red Lobster Corporation, who wanted to buy the land of which Red Lobster is there now. And the city council wouldn't sell it to them, and they said, well, if we can't have it, we're not coming. So I asked folks on the radio if they would be interested in doing a caravan to show our support of how much we love Red Lobster. and ended up with a 2.5-mile caravan with police escorts. They blocked the exits, and we took about a 2.5-mile caravan down 64 with a police escort all the way to Lexington just to eat at the restaurant. They set up tents. And then soon afterwards, we broke ground, and the Red Lobster that is here in Huntington now is the Red Lobster that I helped bring.
And it's because of you.
Yeah.
It's because of you, and I applaud you for that. That is amazing.
I've never gotten a free meal there. I don't understand that.
We're going to get you a free meal. And you know what we might do? And you did it again. You did it again in '94 too.
I did
for
it
Cracker
again.
Barrel.
10 years later, I did the very same thing, and another same situation of where Cracker Barrel was wanting to come into our area. And I did the very same thing. I took people to Lexington again, another 2.5-mile caravan, and again we have a Red Lobster in Barboursville.
You know what we're going to do, Kyle?
You are a god. Thank you.
For Cracker Barrel, yeah.
Thank you for
and now, you know, after I've done that, then they were like, what? 10 years later, it's like, well, let's go for White Castle or Popeye's chicken. You know,
yes,
that's
yeah,
that's perfect.
He's genius. And I think what we should do for Up Late, let's start a caravan to get you hired somewhere.
There you go.
If there's a station you want on, we will walk, drive,
I like that.
email.
You know,
we'll email,
I like
right?
to.
I like Red Font.
Red Font. I like to think that in 34 years I've done something right, and I like to feel that there's, you know, there's something out there. I don't know if it's radio. I think I told Channel 3, in fact, when I was doing an interview with them, that you know I don't know if if radio becomes the next step, or maybe after 34 years I've done it all. Maybe I should do something else. I feel like I'm a great PR guy. You know, so I feel there's something. I feel I'm a good arborist right now. I feel like I could trim your hedges. I could mow your lawn.
We're going to end on that one. I like that. Trim my hedges, right?
Trim my hedges.
Yeah, we got to check the sensor. Thank you for coming on the show.
Great to see you.
We really appreciate you.
Thanks
we'll
very
be right
much.
back. Don't miss anything. Thank you very much.